Tonight's post-game show is brought to you by the Pittsburgh Sports Report, Pittsburgh's premier sports publication. Pick up your copy today and visit them on the web at pittsburghsportsreport.com. Back here at Mustang Stadium in Plumboro, Chris Shovelin, John Sanders, Ellis Cannon will be joining us on the sidelines in just a little bit with some player and coach interviews. 35-7, Plum wins big here tonight. They started with big plays, and then they just took control of this game, John.
Well, let's take a look at our Papa John's play of the game because it was one of the big ones of the night. This is number 29, Tariq Ellis. And this will be an 84-yard kickoff return after it looked like Highlands was going to get back in the ballgame. But what a great effort to stay on his feet. He was finally tackled from behind. A different look here at our Papa John's play of the game. What great balance, what great running. Just a little stumble there, or he might have scored. It did set up a touchdown as they came right back and scored on the very next play.
They did score on that very next play indeed. Right now, let's go to Ellis Cannon on the sidelines with some help.
Absolutely, with Coach Sacco. Coach, congratulations. 300 school win. I know you're an alumnus. It has to mean a lot. Bill Cowher would always say that, hey, you can't reflect. But on the other hand, that combined with matching your win total from last year, it's worth the mention, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's nice to get our 300 win. We didn't mention it much during the week or the past couple of weeks. But it's nice for the school, the community, and the program. And it's nice for the players. They're a part of history now.
Talk a little bit about the program. It's your second year. Last year, you look at the points for, points against. It was the wrong way by 20. And, again, you've got 3 wins in 5 games right now. Do you feel like this is starting to build some traction?
Yeah, I think we're starting to build it in a positive direction. Just seeing the kids tonight, when we execute, we can make things happen. And it was a positive sign for us how we did execute. We finally finished things off tonight drive-wise. And, of course, we had some big plays. And we have some nice running backs, and they're all capable.
Yeah, we're going to get to one of them in a minute. But I have to tell you, you hit on something I wanted to mention. You had the big plays last week, as I recall, against Penn Hills. You thought the first half killed you, in your words. You scored 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Maybe you were able to build a little bit on that through the week and tonight.
Yeah, we were able to build some on that last week. The big thing is we're starting to be able to compete with the Penn Hills and Woodland Hills. And I think that's a huge thing, but now we got to get over that hump. Where we're not only more competing, but we're being able to beat those types of teams.
Who did you tell me you have next week?
Central Catholic.
All right, good luck with that, Coach. Congratulations. There he is, Coach Frank Sacco. We'll get to the player of the game in just a moment. Back up to Chris and John.
All right, Ellis. Yeah, they do have their hands full next week, don't they, John?
Absolutely. We talked about it at the beginning. What a conference they play in. You've got Penn Hills last week, and you've got Central Catholic next week. It's not going to get any easier, but they look pretty good here tonight. And he mentioned the big plays. That was the key. Their defense really stifled Highlands throughout the ball game, and then boom, 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 they had the big plays.
All right, they executed pretty well here tonight in a 35-7 win. Ellis has our player of the game with him right now.
That's right, guys. Our Pittsburgh Sports Report player of the game is Demetrius Wellington. Demetrius, congratulations. You earned it in a big-time way.
Thank you, sir.
We were just talking moments ago about big plays with Coach Sacco, guys in the booth, and you had a couple of them tonight. Obviously, the big score on the rush early, then the one to end the game, and, of course, the big kickoff return.
Yeah, thank you to the offensive line. They did a good job out there. They opened the holes up for me, and I was able to see the way, be able to get the touchdown for my team to get a big win.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that. I mean, you came in averaging about 5'4", 240 yards on the season. As my numbers are right, 10 carries for 140. I think that's 14 yards to carry and 3 touchdowns, as well as that 82-yard return. The numbers are going to bump up, my friend.
Yeah, true. That 82-yard return, that was Tariq Ellis, number 29.
That's true.
But, yeah.
We'll take credit for it anyways.
Oh, man. Well, I had a good game. That was my old team, Highlands. I just wanted to come out here, work my hardest, play my tail off, and be able to come out here and get a big win today.
All right, well, thanks very much. Congratulations. You're a player of the game with or without the kickoff, all right? We're not taking it back. All right. Demetrius Wellington, a big night for him, and thanks to all the guys upstairs, if you know what I mean. Let's get it back upstairs to Chris and John.
All right, Ellis, 49-yard touchdown run by Demetrius Wellington. We also saw Wellington carry one in from 8 yards out, and the 45-yard run that ended the game. And indeed, it was Tariq Ellis with the 84-yard kickoff return that set up.
Which Mr. Wellington was happy to deflect to him.
And it was, yeah, and it set up his touchdown anyway.
Absolutely.
So
he got the touchdown as a result, but it was a very solid performance. I thought I was very impressed with Plum.
Yeah, me too. Both offensively and defensively. 35-7, they win it here tonight.
Yeah, they won it with some very strong defense, and we ought to get, I guess, one more time. He's not going to badger anybody. We'll hear from Ellis, huh?
You know, you would think with a guy by the name of Ellis, you're not going to get a mix-up on a kickoff return by a young man by the name of Ellis.
Come on.
But you know what? That happens on television. Of course, we had that relayed, and we just had that mix-up. Forgive us. But the fact is, it was a big night. The young man will learn to just take that next time and run with it. But that's exactly what he did when he had the opportunity tonight, was to run with it, and he did it all the time when they needed it the most. They came into this game, man, of course, looking for a better mix offensively, running and passing. They were able to get at that, and that really, I think, was the difference. John's talked a lot about the defense. No question about that. That really snuffed out any chances that Highland would have to come in here, maybe build some momentum. That didn't happen. They didn't steal the moment. The moment was stolen from them because of both that suffocating defense by Plum and the balance on the offensive end. They get number 300. They're happy, and everybody goes home with a win.
All right, Highlands will have to try it against Mars next week, and again, it'll be Plum and Central Catholic next week in Quad A action. And big win here tonight for Plum, and historic win as well as they take victory number 300 in school history here tonight. Final score, the Plum Mustangs 35 and the Highlands Golden Rams 7. For Ellis Gannon on the sidelines, John Sanders with me here in the booth, and for our statistician Ken Baker, our entire Comcast crew, I'm Chris Shovlin. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We'll see you next week on Comcast and on Comcast On Demand.